Good morning. How we doing? We arrive as Butts is about to break the laws of physics. Butts was there and hello. Meaty Hooks, thank you so much for the support and for the lurking work. Teraya, thanks for lurking along with us today. I know you're gonna crush this day. Let's go. We've also got Sly, Raven, Lord Scott, hello. How are y'all doing today? Adeptus Paincanicus, hello. How are you? We are gonna be working on some aggressors. So these came in with the next batch of Imperial Fists. And I haven't painted any, I don't think, aggressors, so it's time to go. I mean, for the Imperial Fist. I've painted other aggressors, but not for this army, so we're just gonna dive on in, because I think the models are sick. How are you guys? What are we up to today? I'm trying to figure out. Let's go ahead and do their little chest Aquilas first. We'll get that in trim, and then we'll dive into all the other goodies. How we doing today? Vegeta, hello! I'm doing well, how are you? What's everyone up to today? I've got, I think, a full day of yellow today. So even after stream, I will probably be continuing to work on Imperial Fist today. It's the least I can do for everyone, right? Thank you, Butts. Thank you for this work that you do. Jim Jams, hello. Oh, I finished my purifiers last night. They look so cool with their white helmets. I need to base them in the Terminators, and I'm ready for armies on parade. Let's go. Congrats. That's awesome. That's a big step. Now done. I'll put this on my palette, because the pot is being annoying. Yellow boys. Loyalist pairs well with purple. Chonky. going down the checklist there, Wasted Mind. How are you today? Yeah, we've got a whole batch of yellow. So this batch is kind of fun though. All of the things in Phobos are actually going to be like this charcoal gray. So very, very stealthy, very sneaky. But I need to, today I'm going to airbrush all the yellow shoulders and then go back to get the charcoal. So kind of a neat batch of stuff this time. But we're going to start with some yellow today. What are you guys up to? Wait, Samantha, thank you for the bits. I appreciate it. You aren't painting anything like this, at least. Not yet. This is doing okay. Flying washes on things today. Also feeling a lot like myself for the first time in a week or so, so that's good. Glad to hear that. Awesome. He says, I'm prepping for a second session of my Pathfinder campaign this Sunday. Let's go. Depta says, first 2 days are going to sit down and watch artists I learned. Ooh, the Warhammer hobby and painting. Yes. What have we picked up? What are we working on there? Welcome, welcome. So for me, we paint a lot of Warhammer here. I also really love to paint Kingdom Death. I'm working on a 3D print right now, actually, for Guilty Gear. There's some of what I like to do. I've been working on my Space Wolves the last couple days. So I've got a Redemptor Dread we've been working on. And I just finished some Eldar stuff, so that's what I've had. What are you going to be working on? Do we think it was the Emperor's Children? Oh, the next preview. Is that wishful thinking? I don't know what to expect. I say they're on my wish list. They'll always be, if they do show them, that would be pretty sick. I don't know what to expect, though. Chat, what are we expecting from the preview here coming up? We have it, it's on the 5th. So I don't think this Sunday, but the next Saturday. I'm wondering, what are we hoping, expecting? Not yet. Vern doesn't have 8 legs now, does she? I don't know. Wait, we figured out how to make them work. You know, you want to get your money's worth out of the resin that we've used, right? You don't want it to go to waste. That would be silly. Hey, Z-Dagger, welcome in. How are you? We have more Marines, but yellow this time. What you up to? Yeah, for them to show ahead of the next, the announced codices. Yeah, that's true. That's true. I always hope. I always hope. But yeah, I guess we'd have to look at whatever, the little bit of roadmap we did get, I guess is what we should be expecting, right? That would make the most sense. They picked up and just finished building some more tech guards. I was told they were probably the best to pick up and build and paint for a beginner. Nice. Yeah, I wouldn't think those would be too bad. If you do have any questions, let us know. Happy to help. I do have some beginner tutorials on my YouTube if you'd like to check that out. I've got some around, I have one specifically for building with tips and tricks. I've got some texture paint videos, things like that. I'll say I'm probably more on the Twitch side of things, but I do have some videos if you'd like to check that out. Oh, it's actually still in the chat if you want to subscribe there. I'm trying to wake up, but it's not working. Eldari Knights, forget us. What else there might be? Some Eldari would be pretty cool. Yeah, I feel like I made so much fun of not getting roadmaps that the few things that were on there I now don't know. But I guess that's where we should be looking, huh? Or I guess Slanesh color glasses on. It's apparently big on Chaos's preview, so who even knows? There's nothing I'm like super hoping for, I guess. Like I haven't been playing 40K. I've honestly really liked working on like my backlog and things that have been sitting for way too long, so I'm okay with whatever. Even for like my armies, I probably wouldn't get as much as I used to, so I'm up for whatevs. Next few 3 people around a coffee table talking about roadmaps and showing off the Space Marine Lieutenant model. Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah, I guess that's the other thing we have to like figure out, right? Is what format is it gonna be? Are we back to the pre-recorded? Are we back to live? Are we just don't know, never know what to expect now. It's gotten very silly lately. Entire 40K announcement. Grab his lieutenant. Oops, I picked up the wrong dude. This dude. Alex the DM, welcome in. How are you today? We're talking about what we think will be in the preview coming up. But yeah, probably need to look back at the roadmaps we actually gotten. Probably what we'll see. I made a joke in Space Marine 2 stream, and people wait. A joke. Oh, I missed something. Space Marine 2 stream, and people got mad. People always getting mad. All right, easy peasy. I do love. We've painted a lot of Imperial Fists, so these are gonna work up really quickly, just because we've done a bunch of them already. We'll go ahead and get the trim. Then we'll start the black for kind of under the armor and stuff. Let's keep cruising today. Nerds mad? No way. Absolutely not. Especially not Warhammer nerds. Let's go to see Jebby's most popular model in the game. Lieutenant with Power Sword. It's the internet. Yep. I was watching Magic the Gathering. They did some banned cards, and that's been interesting to watch as well. I understand, because you've spent money on those cards and those decks, but it's been kind of wild to watch in another, like, fandom how all that goes down. How the community responds and things like that. I get it, though. It's kind of like when things go to Legends for us. Same thing. Just stinks if that's what you've got and what you like to play. But the value, my investment, I know. Yeah, I totally get it, but Twitter's kind of wild in general this morning. I think I'm gonna stop posting on Twitter. Apparently they're trying to change, like, the block button. So, like, if you have someone blocked, they can still see your stuff, but can't interact with you. People were saying that's, like, you can't do it with the, like, the phones. So, like, the App Store will remove Twitter, because you can't actually do that. You have to have a block button. But I think I'm done posting on Twitter. I feel like that's the final straw for me. The fact that you're even attempting it, thinking about it. Have Slaves of Darkness been shown yet? Not for this new edition. New edition, it's only been Skaven and Stormcast. And I think they... Ooh. Stormcast... Sorry, is the Skaven book actually out? I don't even know. That's how bad it is. Sounds like a wise choice. Yeah, I think I may be sticking to just good old Instagram and TikTok here. Not that TikTok's a super safe choice, just because I keep trying to get rid of TikTok, but better on my brain than old Twitter. I guess I need to get back to Blue Sky. I don't know if it was really quiet last time I tried it. I guess people were still kind of making their way over. I don't know if it's more busy now, but maybe we give that a try. Right, yeah, it's a card game. It hunks that you spent the money, but you can still use the cards at game night with your friends. The rules committee isn't gonna come take your mana crypts away. I think it's kind of the same argument with Warhammer, right? Where yeah, you and your friends can be like, I don't care about the ruling. But if you go to the store with that deck, there may be people who are like, that's banned, you can't play that. So that's the kind of depends where you're at, right? If you're someone who has to rely on game store games, then that card might as well be dead to you. If you've got a group, then they'll probably still let you play with it. You mean Age of Sigmar? See, Decker? AOC keeps throwing me. Age of Sigmar? Keep trying to figure out what we're abbreviating here. They've got a chunky update for 3, so probably just a new hero or something, if anything. Yeah, I would imagine so. They got a lot of stuff. You know, just a favor and just shut down Twitter. That's kind of what I was holding out for, but I was kind of like, you know what? I'll stay on I'll stay on until die dies, and I don't think it's gonna die. So I'll just, I guess I'll hop off myself. I was just kind of waiting for the same, either super mass exodus from it, or if it killed itself off. But I guess I'll hop off myself. Get me mad about not paying the cards. Oh, if I never had the cards, there you go. There you go. I think that's another reason. Outside of my wolf deck, I'll probably just stick to the pre-con stuff. Because they're not going to go and remove anything from a deck that they made, I wouldn't think. They have to keep printing those cards. Twitter backtrack real quick in Brazil after Blue Sky and Tumblr start getting all the registrations. It stinks because I do like Twitter for getting news, but I don't know that I want to post to it anymore. My numbers have been basically the same since Muskrat took over. So what's the point? I'm not paying for a check mark. I'll just see myself out. Judge, if someone's playing Crypts in his 6-7 deck, go for it. It's called, I'm sorry, it's just a card. I'm glad Lotus is banned, but Crypt is wild. Hey, Waffle Stomp, welcome in. How are you today? We are working on some aggressors. Trying to get some more base codes on here. We were talking about Magic the Gathering Commander bans as you come in. Blue Sky more and more looking like the exit strategy for the non-hopelessly optimistic or techno weirdos. If it's more busy, I'll check it out again. Maybe I do that today. Maybe I do the Twitter post of hey, come find me somewhere else. Move myself over there. It's already set up. I have an account. Just haven't been using it because it seemed really dead. Autofire, welcome in. We're doing well. How are you? We are starting our next wave of Imperial Fist commissions. We got Aggressors up first. This commission's got Aggressors. We've got some Terminators. We've got Jump Packs, Jump Intercessors, Scouts. Oh, one of the Phobos boys. Infiltrators? I think Infiltrators, not the Incursors. You got some characters, and then we also have the Assassins. So that's kind of fun, too. We might bring those on as characters here on stream. Mastodon's still very nice, though. I'm glad. I did like the little bit I was on Mastodon, but again, when people are getting split up and there's only so many things I can focus on. For stream and everything, I've got to go where a majority are landing. I did like the little bit of time Mastodon had its spot. Well, let's see. After completely destroying Adeptus Mechanicus and the Veteran Guardsman in a 3-player match last night, my Heretic Circle is still undefeated. Fantastic kill team night. It sure sounds like it. Well done. Congrats. I haven't looked at the ban list yet. Not ready to start ripping apart my decks. That's fair. I think it was, yeah, Jeweled Lotus, Mana Crypt, 2 other cards that I don't remember. Those are the ones I kept looking at. Yeah, there were 4 cards that they removed yesterday. Or banned yesterday. Well, welcome on in. Weasel, hello, how are you? There we go. Nadu and Dockside Extortionist are the other 2. As long as those aren't in your decks, you should be good. However, it's doing pretty good. I have a lot of priming to do today. Oh, I lost my spot. Okay. The weather is gross and I don't want to... The announcement made my chat be weird. That's fair. I think priming days are rough too. I had it the other day where it's like you're staring at everything you need to prime and you're like, well, I really want to do this today. And then yeah, if you're fighting the weather too, it's tough. What are you gonna be priming? Is this another big project? I only have 5 decks that are fully complete right now, so it shouldn't be too bad. That's good. Yeah, as we got back into Magic, I decided I've got 1 deck I'm putting together that's a werewolf deck. The rest I'm gonna stick to pre-con, I think, to make it easy. And spend less money, honestly. I can't keep up with the Magic churn. I want to remove fast mana from Commander. I think they should separate ban lists. They recently redid the coin flip Commander decks, the Secret Lair, not long ago. Scott was telling me about the coin flip one. I also know I'll be replacing Twitter the same way Co-op isn't or plays Walmart, and that's okay. Yeah, it's a different vibe, different goal, I think. I just miss old Twitter. It used to be so fun. No, not so much. It's there's oh, same commission. Okay, 3 boxes down, 2 to go. Gotcha. So working by boxes. That's a good idea. That's a good idea. Well, I hope it goes well. Hopefully, once you like start the priming, it's not as bad as you think. Sometimes just getting in the groove is the toughest part. Hopefully that happens. I have a mill deck that makes people leave. I don't usually pull it out unless they're playing instant win condition decks. I'll just take your instant win away. I think that's important too with like a group. Is like if you've got the people that like doing that kind of play, having a deck for that's great. If you're with like me and I'm just trying to get a casual game in, then having a different deck for that can be nice. I as well make big werewolf. That's all I want. The green brain in me. Rogue Trader's DLC is out today. Nice. If anyone's been playing Rogue Trader, check that out. Is that a paid or a free DLC? I don't actually know. Speaking of video games, tomorrow we are going to play a TCG card shop sim. So if you guys want to, my magic friends, if you guys want to help me open up a card shop digitally, we're going to be playing that tomorrow. Hope you guys are ready to crack some digital packs. Set up our cute little card shop. But that'll be tomorrow for our bonus stream. Thank you everyone for helping us unlock a bonus stream. I'm excited to... Scott's been playing it for a week, maybe a little bit more, and really enjoying it. I'm excited to dive in. Think it'll be fun. The bands seem pretty restrained to me. To be clear, I like that it's restrained. My primer's gotten a little chunky. I don't have anything to filter it with, so lots of stopping and clean out the airbrush. I'm sorry. Those days are frustrating. Days where you have to like fight the airbrush are no fun. What brushes do you use? Do you have a link? So I have the gear list. That one I believe I need to double check. The Raphaels that were on there, they were marked up. So if they seem expensive, they might be. The other place I like to get brushes is Monument Hobbies, and I'll throw that in the chat as well. I really like their sable brushes. So if those seem a bit more, I don't know, I was say just affordable. If those prices seem more correct, that is another option. But I use those as well, and I like those. Riot, hello, how are you? Monument also has a really nice synthetic brush if you like synthetic brushes instead. I use that a lot of times for my golds and metallics if I don't want to use my sables. So I will point you towards both, but the Raphael were marked up. They're having trouble, I guess, importing the sable. So the prices went up quite a bit. So if you think those are still high, then I'll point you toward Monument. There's a gamer got Brewfact milled 80 cards in one cast. It's so silly. But if you have a group that likes to play the decks where you can do interesting things like that, nice to have a deck for that. I just don't have anything like that. I'm not interested in running something like that. But some people like to. I want to slug it out. Brewfact is beautiful, see? I want to slug it out. You burned your thumb on the toaster? I'm sorry, Riot. Ouchies. I hope it feels better soon. Not a great way to start the day. I understand that. Hope it gets better here. Let's see what else. I think that's the only real nerdy updates I've got. Yesterday I took photos of the Purple Dark Angels. I got photos of my Eldar. I got photos of my Monster Hunter monsters. And then Discord was talking about margaritas, so we went and got a margarita. And that was kind of it. We kind of crashed after that. Oh, we watched one of the Godzilla movies. We watched, was it -1? Godzilla -1? It was alright. I think it's the first, like, full Godzilla movie I've watched. I've never really watched the Godzilla movies. It was alright. Is that Mr. Xylex? Welcome in. Never thought the gold would stand out so good on yellow. Thank you. So this is Retributor Armor. And it's kind of one of my go-to golds. But I do like how it stands out on this. When we get the wash on, it'll help a little bit too. How are you? What you up to today? And is there anything you're working on? What you got? We are starting, this is another unit for a commission. So diving into a lot of batch painting the next couple weeks here. Yeah, they're not. It was really trying to do my Japanese homework. Well, a little tipsy was also fun. We'll see how much of that I remember later. Retributor Armor is an excellent gold. I really like it. I know, the advice I will give is it seems like people over thin it, because I get a lot of questions about it here on stream. I only thin it with a tiny bit of water. So if you've had issues with it in the past, you may be over thinning it. But I love it. It's a very nice gold. Rogue Trader's DLC is paid. $17.99, but they added 15 hours of gameplay, Remainable Companion, thanks to new archetypes and a lot of... Okay, cool. I just didn't know what all was included in it, because I haven't played the base game. Well, there you go, if you guys want more Rogue Trader. Sounds like a lot of stuff getting added. I'll start it at some point. Now that we've done the, like, Steam family share thingy, I can steal Scott's copy for a bit. Anyone else been playing any other video games? I had been playing a lot of Space Marine too. I think I've kind of, with the content that's out right now, I think I'm good for now. I'll come back when there's new stuff. It was pretty fun. I did take a look. I was trying to find something co-op for Slam and I yesterday, and I didn't really find anything. Nothing really stood out. Let's see, I'm currently working on my first army. AdMech with a custom color scheme of, ooh, deep green, copper, bigger degree like highlights. Love that. That's awesome. If you have any questions as you're diving in here, let us know. But it sounds like you are on the right track. Sounds really pretty. Reaper, hello. How are you? Coming in with the hype. We're working on some aggressors for Live and Madness. Trying to get our first batch paint kind of off and going here. Lots and lots of units to paint this time. I tried to watch the Dallas Stars hockey team. They are in preseason. They've moved their games to like a new app to watch. It's Victory Plus is what it's called. And I tried to watch it online. I got it to work this time, but like they had this thing where it's just like the commentators are like on a couch talking the whole time. So they were just like yapping through the whole game. And I couldn't do it. I couldn't stay focused. It was awful. So I don't know if it's just for like preseason. I'm kind of hoping it's just for preseason, but I tried to watch hockey and I got very annoyed. So that's when we watched Godzilla. But I'm glad hockey season's almost back. Dead Space 2 marathon streams, so you can do Dead Space 3 Combo Slam. Hit me up for more bad ideas. Like that, I can't come up with anything else that like I think we'd be interested in. I feel like everything that we're like we get excited for, we just play as soon as it's out. So like the things we've already played, obviously were fun, but yeah, just until like new Monster Hunter. We'll probably mess around in the new Dragon Ball game a little bit, but he'll be way better at that than I am, so other than the fighting games, I can't like come up with anything. Ravenlord, thank you so much for that sub for 43 months of support. Thank you, I appreciate it. That's a lot of months. Number go up. Number go up. Thank you so much for the support. I appreciate it. Oh, the Prime sub? I don't know if the Prime sub counts toward the quote new sub there. Like Twitch doesn't consider them like a recurring? I don't know how that works. Thank you so much. We may be one closer to another video game stream. I appreciate it. Have to go back and investigate. What is everyone up to today? What do we got, chat? Sounds like people are lurking and working. I think I'm going to follow Sly's lead and maybe throw in some One Piece later. I'm going through One Pace, which is the fan edit that takes out a lot of the filler. And they like changed their whole website around. And I think I got it to work last time, so I need to just sit down and keep One Piecing. Otherwise, I'm never going to finish it. I may follow Sly here. Do that. Alright, there's our gold. Go ahead and start the black. Let's start to break up this yellow a bit more. Rogue Wolf, hello! My rave's up to 10 cents. You're probably closer than one. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. How are you? How have you been? We're working on some aggressors today. Oh, Rogue Wolf. I did go back to my Space Wolves, though. Let me show you. We were working on my Redemptor yesterday. And Live Madness very kindly sent me a Ballista. Ballistus, sorry. Dreadnought. So we're adding on to the wolfies a bit. Busy. Hopefully good busy. Hopefully good things. Good to see ya. Let's just put a wash on the dragon, watching it dry. Ready to pounce the second it's dry. Yeah, when you said you had to paint a dragon by the deadline, I didn't know you also had a whole base to paint. I still think you can do it. But it's a lot of painting there, buds. A lot of painting. I think Zergolf. If you have to lurk, ignore me. But is there anything you've been working on? Projects you got? Otherwise, thanks so much for hanging out with us today. We're just monitoring to make sure it looks good. If it starts to look weird, I'll yell at it. You tell that wash. Yep, that's the next advice for new painters is yell at the wash when it doesn't cooperate. Granted, I have yelled at painting things many times. It is a strategy. I've been playing my wolves been winning a few with Champions of Wrath. Nice, let's go. Crit and terrain right now for boarding actions, very cool. Glad the wolves are doing well. I have not. I'm kind of waiting for Codex before I check out the wolves again. Do you have like an MVP unit or anything that's doing well for them? Swear I can speak. Give it a shake, make the wash behave. That's right. Apply wash, threaten it. So Chan, thank you so much for that sub. I appreciate that for 2 months of support. Thank you, thank you. Hope you're having a wonderful day. We are working on some aggressors today for the Imperial Fists. Trying to get the first batch paint off to a good start here. Because batch painting is always the bit I have a hard time with. But obviously for Warhammer, you gotta do a fair amount of it. Try and get some of this done before I move to the characters, which is what I actually want to work on. But thank you for the support, I appreciate it. I guess a reminder, the September challenge. We're getting close to end of month here. How are we feeling about the challenge, chat? I've got to post my photo, but I'm good to go. Let's see. Ragnar with a Lieutenant, 6 Blade Guard, and a Land Raider has been MVP. Ah, okay. I like the sound of all of that. I like the sound of all of that. I distract you from your groove. Would you be interested in an early snack? Oh, you have to go to the office today. Let's do it. Is there one you've got picked out? We could do the one at the top there from what we had yesterday. I don't want you to miss out on snack. I may take a bite and then save the rest for a bit later, but the senbei? Oh, Murder Fang is a close second. Did you do you're in the Assault Marines? Interesting. Man, I haven't thought about Murder Fang in a hot minute. That's good. Okay. These senbei capture the authentic flavors of ancient rice, quinoa, and black sesame. Cultivated since ancient times, this rice is renowned for its exceptional sweetness, aroma, and texture. Ooh, that sounds fancy. Yeah, let's do it. I didn't know we were getting fancy. Okay. Pretty basic packaging. Give it a try. Spirit Bear, welcome in. How are you? That says, I didn't even include the Star Reaver September challenge. Failed, oh no. There's a way behind on the challenge, but I think it'll be okay. I just need to focus on it during my hobby time. Very toasted smell? I'll dive in here in just a second. Thank you for having me. Be lurking while working, trying to figure out whether I'll work on guard. Ooh, your first company, Ultramarines. You got some fun projects there. Thank you so much for the lurk and work. Appreciate it. Excited to hear about what you pick later. It is very, yeah, it's more of that, kind of the sesame smell for sure. All right, cheers. Hmm. I can tell if I can tell it's like a fancy rice. Yeah, they're smoky Rice Krispies. It's good though. I like it. I don't know that I'd go out of my way for it, but it's pretty good. I like that. Nom 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 nom. I was looking at the October box waste of mine, and there's some really yummy looking stuff in it. The like matcha roll things look really good. Like there was another like matcha jelly thing. There's a tea. Oh, you got your box yesterday. I saw it ship. Mine shipped yesterday. I was wondering since they had extended the previous, like when all that would happen. Looked like it was pretty quick. Imperial, so hello. I was thinking of Ichiban's business and like a dragon with you, Senbei. Yes. How are you? Welcome, welcome in. We're working on yellow boys. We were working on purple boys, and then I had my gray boys, and now we have yellow boys. Just mixing up our boys today. All goo, all goo. Oh, baby and shipped. Yeah, I guess we'll see here. If I see him in chat today, I'll ask. I made a mess of that. All the different colored lads. All the lads of the rainbow. What are you up to today? Look at them chonky boys. Emperor, welcome in. How are ya? We bringing the chonk. We've got 6 of them. Look at all that. Trying to get our batch paint on today. I'm gonna try and stay as strong as I can to get as much batch painting as we can today. What are you up to? This batch, I was telling chat earlier, this batch is going to be interesting because half of them, for the Phobos boys, we're going to be doing gray, like a charcoal gray, rather than the yellow. So we'll have a mix of our normal yellow and then the cool charcoal for some of the characters. Got scouts, infiltrators, all of those will get the charcoal gray. My Space Wolf Crew mission, those are mine. Yep, that's my personal army, Spirit Sparrow. Those are my BBs for when I feel like playing 40K again. Which, I don't know when that'll be, but they'll be ready. You know? Let's see, moving things around my hobby space room, trying to optimize space, get ready for new furniture. Let's go. So far, only one character has fallen off his base. That's not bad. That was my fear when I moved this room around, was breaking everything. Well, good. I hope it stays that way. Hopefully everyone stays all together. Any furniture you're super excited for? What do we got, bro? So be better in 30 minutes when work finishes and I get to hobby. And what are you gonna be working on, Emperor? Let's finish out this work day. Sometime in the next decade, I hope so. I hope so. I guess we'll see. You like clean look instead of battle damage? I do, yeah. Yeah. I'll do like light weathering, but that's all I really like to do for my stuff. I like the just got out of the garage look. Me too. I'm sure it'll be fine. I did find that like when I rearranged this room, the most annoying thing to me was like things I had built but I hadn't finished. Because like it's so hard to pack them up to do anything with. So now, like, I'm trying to not build as much stuff until I know I can work on it. But that was my takeaway from trying to pack up this room. Trying to now finish the things that are built. It's hard because sometimes you just need a break. You just want to build something, but then they're just sitting there. Finally finishing the last 10 Bretonnian Knights on foot. I need to start out the Duke, and Bretonnians are all done. Woo! That's awesome. Finish project hype. Congrats. That must feel good. Knowing that force is almost done. The new house is smaller than the previous, so a lot of my furniture doesn't work well. I think I can get a nice wardrobe, storage space, free up a lot of space for a big desk. My hobby room is also my bedroom. Okay. And a couple metric crap ton of shelves, yeah. That'll be nice. It's kind of rework how you have things. I have found as we kind of do hobby room reshuffles. We used to have like the paint, like the little modular things that would have like the racks of paint and drawers. We used to have those on the desk, and I hated how much room they took up. So now I also do way more shelves and then the paint drawer under my desk. I have found that that works better for me. It's kind of fun getting to pick different things to organize everything. Shelves, just keeping it off the desk. I've got some shelves I actually want to put up where my lights are. Gotta find a weekend to do it. I think like 6 months to get the box set and Knights on Foot. I mean, it's a lot of minis, Empress, especially if you're doing Bretonnia. Like that's a very complicated scheme. If you're doing full heraldry and everything on them. Looking forward to smaller projects, I can imagine, yeah. But that's awesome. Congrats. It's a big project. Well done. I never knew IKEA had such useful virtual room thing. Oh, on the website, been filling with it a bit. Got messed with that for something we were doing. I feel like more and more of those like furniture websites and home websites have more of that, which is really cool. Nice to see what you can fit into a space. Haven't done any of the heraldry on the shields yet. That's okay. That's okay. Don't freak yourself out. You'll get there. When you're feeling it, you'll get it. It's a big project. In case you need to hear it. It's a big project, and you should be super proud of it. I know it's tough sometimes when you just see them all staring at you, is why I want to make sure I say that. They'll get done when they get done. I'm trying not to think about it. That's why I make sure I say it. I have been there. I understand. In case anyone else needs to hear it. Look at my white scars, finding out that I only have 800 points done. It's making me want to start all over again, because I know I can do better. I can make them more unique with 30 bits. I mean, why not just add to them, you know? Instead of starting over. Or is that just not gonna be enough? I'm gonna wait to see what you said. It's too easy. It's 2 cents. Okay, fair. You're right. Throw them in the trash. Absolutely. Garbage. Except I know they're not. I can't even say that without laughing. No thoughts, head empty. You're good. You're gonna get that box done, and then you can work on the smaller projects you want to work on. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. I do love them. I like your white scars. I would be sad if you're just like, strip all this. But if you added to it and then decided, like, hey, I do want those other things to have more stuff, then add on maybe. We didn't get the gold on this guy's little weapons. I think they look sick, and I would be sad if he started all over. But if it's just too easy and too sensible, I understand. I would love to see what like you add to them though with like the 3D bits and the sculpting that you've been doing. You'd make them sick. I'm excited to see. I think there's just so many options now for 3D printing too. Like there's so many sculptors that now have their own stuff. So many options. Now I don't know what to do. Ignore Strimmer. That's probably the best option. Stay on course. Ignore Strimmer. The amount of cool Spaceball 3D bits I found? Yeah. I've seen some. Now that we're printing more, I'm like tempted to save a few of them for like when we get the codex. And I see what I want to add. Starting to print more here, I think is going to be really good for me as far as what I want to work on. Makes it hard not to do some sort of wool farming. I mean, you've mentioned it. But white squares. I'm not helping, am I? I'm not helping. Makes it easy to make each mini individual. Yeah. They all got their own special thing. Hey, Lulu Hobbies! So these are a commission. Welcome on in. These are for Alive and Madness in chat. What you up to today? Don't worry, I do this to myself. I feel like as a Warhammer hobbyist, we're all in that. Like, I could work on this, but what if I got this entire other army to work on instead? I feel like that's just the Warhammer way of things. Yeah, for anyone who may be coming in new, welcome in. I'm Nikki. We paint a lot of Warhammer here. Today we're working on some 40K with some Aggressors. These are for Imperial Fists. Last couple days I've been working on my personal army for Space Wolves. So I do the Heresy colors for my wolves instead of the 40K blues. There's some that we were working on. I also just finished up some of my Eldar. If you guys want to see everything I've been working on, I'm going to throw my socials in there. You can see projects we're finishing up. But welcome in. If you have any questions, let us know. If you have anything you're working on, let us know. We'd love to hear about it. But we're happy to have you. I feel like there's nothing practical about collecting and painting toy goblins. I never feel obligated to make sensible choices with them. That's a good way to look at it. A good way to look at it. Collect entire other different armies? Not me, no. No. Well, what are you looking at, Emperor? I mean, not saying you are, but like, if you were to look, what would it be? Obviously you're not, but well, would it be? I reckon you're in the gamut of Scars, Harlequins, every Legion of Horus heresy. Repeat ad nauseum. Here's my hobby life for the last 10 years or so. I feel like maybe I'm lucky in that there's only a couple other armies I'd probably look at. Like Emperor's Children, I'd look at. I feel like there's probably another Sigmar army I'm forgetting. But like, yeah, that's Dark Mech. If Dark Mech becomes a thing, then I'm in trouble. But I think I'm fortunate in that it's only a couple other armies I would even consider. The others I'm okay. I don't need to work on them. I was looking at you yesterday working on the Dreadnought. Completely love those colors and the transitions. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thanks for checking it out. Yeah, is there anything you're working on? You're not making investment choices here. Yeah, it's I mean, I've mentioned the last couple streams that like part of me wants to just like sell my collection. And I feel like I'm starting to kind of see more of it that way. I don't know how else to put it. Ooh, Brusso's dangerously close to a Speed Freaks army once as well. It's like the fast Zoom Zoom armies. Plus all those like buggies and stuff they got. So fun. I painted a couple of them and they're just a blast. It's hard to say no to fun orc things. Yeah, I guess I hadn't really thought about. There's a lot of fast zoom zoom on your side. A lot of zoom zoom. By my count, I only have 113 boxes in my pile of potential. Oh gosh, you're brave to count. You're brave to count. I'm not going to count. I'm not gonna do that to myself. I probably need to sell a couple of them though. Hey Hoodguard, welcome in. How are you? We are working on some aggressors today. What you up to? Oh, you have this spreadsheet and all. Very nice. If I had to spreadsheet my stuff, I would just... that'd be the point where I'd be like, you know what? This has got to go. I gotta get rid of this. It's better for me to not catalog it, I think. I tell many I'm not assembling and painting. I know it helps some people. Like, Sly here in chat has a schedule. And I do a schedule for, like, commission stuff. If I had to catalog everything, I think I would drive myself batty. That would be it. That would be the final straw. Look at the shipping for my Bone 6 stuff. The box weighs 11 pounds. Are you ready, buds? That's a lot of minis. Let's see, paint a dragon myself right now. Love the yellow on those. Thank you so much. I have a lot of yellow here in my future. What color dragon have we got? Absolutely not. It's okay, we're gonna recruit mini butts and it's gonna be good. I'm gonna zoom in a little bit here. Other way. Mini butts needs to be ready for Bone 6. I want to see if doing stats in my work was going to help or not. Mostly I forget about it. I believe I forgot to update the last 3 to 4 units. I feel like when I have to catalog, that just becomes my entire time. And I'm not actually doing the thing I want to do. So it doesn't help me. Because it just feels like then I'm doing... It felt like busy work at an office when I was cataloging. So I decide to not do that. But it does help some people. It does not help me. Guess it's a case of try it and see if it works for you. It does not work for me. Felt very much the catalog everything you do for your job type thing. I'm going for an iridescent purple thing. We'll see how it turns out. That sounds cool. Especially on something like a dragon. Like, that's perfect for getting to play with that type of paint. Mini Butts and friends are going to be painting for a good long time. Until Bone 7, right? Hey, Pope, welcome in. Any tips for painting based off of box art? I guess, is there something you're finding you're not able to do? I think sometimes it can be easier than if you get free reign on something. But if there's something you're struggling with, let me know and I can try and, I guess I'm trying to narrow down what exactly I could give a tip for. If it's color matching, if it's a technique. I can say that Warhammer very much is like the heavy metal style where it's a lot of edge highlighting. So getting some practice for edge highlighting if that's what you're trying to do. I'm very fussy. The small details may be hidden in matching the same colors. So if you're doing Warhammer, I can say that they do have their paint app. So I think it's Citadel Color app is what it's called. So if you are very particular, let's say you want, You want GW Blood Angels. I would say check out their app because they do list a lot of the paints that they use. If you're trying to see like different angles and things, their website actually has 360 views for a lot of the miniatures. You can also go on there and like turn it on the website. I think some of the older stuff does not have the 360, but it's a good place to start if you're like, what is that like at their waist or what's that on their back? You can go on the website and kind of manipulate the model to get a better angle. After that, unfortunately, as far as like color matching, it's a lot of practice, a lot of trying different colors to see what matches. But I have found the app to give you a good starting point, at least. What are you working on? Did someone say Blood Angel? Slam welcome in. How are you? I did. I was using your boys as an example. How are you? Step one: be a fantastic painter like me. I will say I'm probably pretty lucky in that I'm pretty good at color matching, but I understand that it can be tough. Jesse, thank you so much for that sub for 48 months of support. Sorry, I was on a train of thought there. How you doing today? That is so many months. Thank you so much for all of those months. I appreciate it. What you up to today? Hoping to start getting into Age of Sigmar. Okay. Yeah, I would say the app is a good start. GW also has their own YouTube with some of the painting videos. So if you have like a specific, what are the Stormcasts called? Like the Chambers, is that right? There's a specific flavor of a Stormcast or something that you're working on. Or if you're doing Clan Scryer, Skaven, whatever it might be, they have videos as well. So I would definitely check that out too. And you can watch them do kind of the basic scheme for each. The Shield Host? Maybe. Were you taught art theory in school? No. Before this, I was a data analyst. I am completely self-taught. Lurking through the dreads yesterday. They look fantastic. Thank you so much, Emperor. Thank you for lurking. They've been fun. I like the dreads. They're fun to work on. I gotta figure out what decals we're gonna put on them, I think. Maybe later today. I want to finish them so they don't just sit on my desk half painted. So I'm trying to kind of keep up with them here until they're done. Which is another thing I've been trying to be better about. And it's helping me a lot. Really new painter, player and painter. Any tips would be helpful. Yeah, welcome to the hobby. Your holiness. Yeah, I would say in general for here, if there's anything you see me doing that you have a question on, let me know. Best advice I can give is don't be afraid to try new things. This hobby is a lot of what you put in, you will get out. So if you're spending time on painting, you'll get better at painting. Same with playing. But if you have any questions, let us know. I started with 6th edition 40K, so I've been in it for a fair amount of time. But if there's anything for a specific army, if I don't know the answer, we can point you in the right direction. I've got Space Wolves, I've got Eldar, Tyranid, Sigmar, I've got Skaven, Seraphon, and Slanesh. So welcome on in. What do we use for the yellow? The yellow, it is airbrushed. Let me get my colors. So I start actually with Mornfang Brown. I like the kind of warm brown to start the yellow. And then I do Gold Brown, which is very similar to like an Aberlin Sunset. Maybe a little bit more brown. And then I do Uriel Yellow. And I work up from my shade to my highlight. So that's what that workup is. It's true, I haven't painted anything recently. Weirdly enough, none of my models are painted. That's so weird. The sheet which thinks the truth. That's the best way I've heard it. You get out what you put in. Yep. The longer you paint, the better you get. Yep. Yep. If you don't paint, you won't get better at painting. You don't play, you won't get better at playing. Definitely, if it's something you want to do, it will take some time. But it takes time for everyone, so don't get like discouraged when you get started. I like it, Boss. I like it. I think I'd say as you get better over time, even if it necessarily feel that way to you. The most important thing is getting started and learning. Yep. Yep. So much of it is just doing the thing. You do have to do the thing to get better at the thing. That's the best advice I can give. Do the thing. Continue doing the thing. And you will get better at the thing. It's true. As much as some of you don't want me to say it. It's true. I think you have to get the introductory set. Something small. That won't be too overwhelming. I think that's a great way to do it too. It's very easy to maybe get a whole bunch because you're excited to get started. I mean, I think everyone in this chat's guilty of it. But taking a slower approach can be good. Obviously, it's better on the wallet as well, because these things are not cheap. But yeah, if you have any questions as you go, let us know. We're happy to help. They're indeed next to my paints. Maybe it's because they're not next to the specific paints. It's not the specific red. Yeah. I've only been listening, but it sounds like it's all aimed at Slam. It's not. As for anyone starting Warhams or mini painting in general, you just gotta start. Gotta dive in. No, it's okay. The double secret is the practicing is the fun part. Some of my favorite days of painting are when I'm trying something new. If I'm taking that day to like really work on skin tones or really work on OSL. Learning the new stuff is a lot of fun. Don't be afraid to just try something new. Will it be perfect the first time? No. Not even a maybe no. A no. And that's okay. There is no perfect mini, so dive in. Have fun. You can do it! That's right. Get your thumbs up. You can do it. Can't take good as that. Bro, so I think I'm like 2 lessons away from my first kanji. I'm excited. If I hadn't been tipsy last night while doing my Japanese homework, I would have probably pushed through to it, but I didn't do it. They were trying to get me to count to like 10,000 and I was a margarita 2 in. It wasn't happening. But we close. I'm excited. Maybe tonight I can push through. Blame it on the tip. Last night, yeah. When the Japanese word is about this long. Having some trouble. Let me catch up here. The recurring theme in my life is having some long-term goal, working really hard toward it, and being completely bored when I get there. No perfect name. Did you see that tiny rat with a bomb on it? One of the main issues for me, is space. I have 1 or 2 other hobbies that do take up a lot of space. Yeah, that is tricky with miniatures as well. Yeah. The counting system in Japanese is a nightmare at times. Why are the words so long? They're so long. I have to like go little bit by little bit. They're like, okay, you got that, like, you got the double digits. Now we're gonna go the triple, and we just make them even longer. It's like, no. No. I'm assuming that the kanji is in the same, like, little chapter for them to be like, look how much easier this is. But we'll see. I don't know for sure, but I feel like there's a reason it's in together. Let's see, Sly says, ooh, I changed the RAM in my PC. That is pretty exciting. What did we upgrade to? Yeah, I didn't think that's pretty badass. Tipsy memory technique isn't great. You'll never remember without getting tipsy again every time I do Japanese now. I got an order of 10,000s and it breaks my brain. Yeah, yeah. It's been interesting. We'll see how well I do. Because I think I'll have to do like, normally I have like a few lessons and then there's like a quiz for the chapter. We'll see how well I do after my margarita study. We'll see. I'm just proud of myself for still doing it after going out for dinner. So I'll take that win, even if it's not the best win. It's still a win. Mini Butts has been playing. Is that Minecraft? A neurodivergent person in Nikki's chat. More likely than you think. I think Minecraft with Mini Butts would be fun. I am now at, 128 gig. Nice. Congrats, Fly. That is exciting. Congrats, congrats. Did you start Space Marine? You had mentioned maybe starting it. Anyone else playing any games right now? What do we got, chat? I need to play some more Mechanicus tonight. That's what I need to do. Nikki believed she was practicing Japanese kanji. She was, in fact, so many margaritas deep. She was just scribbling emoji on a napkin while giggling to herself. You don't get to make fun of my study time, Slam. I was studying very hard. Thinking emoji. 100% right, the kanji making things easier for numbers. I kind of figured that's why they were throwing... That's in this this chapter here. I started Space Marine 2 like I was told to. Am a good boy. You'll have to let us know what you think, Sly, as you go through. Obsessed with Space Marine 2. I haven't tried the PvP. I've been doing, I've done the campaign, I've done the operations. Maybe with the next patch, I do hop into PvP. I haven't tried it yet. I've heard people are having fun with it, though. Speaking of Space Marine, those in the UK can get a Titus Mini too. Oh, did they release them separately now? Here in the States, he's part of, like, a board game, which seems to be a real cheap way to get some Termagants, honestly, but that's the only way we can get him, I think. Is he now available separate? JPic, hello, how are you? We are indeed grinding out some Space Marine operations here today. We've got yellow boys this time. How are you? The grind never ends with Space Marines. Never ends. Saren's playing Space Marine 2 in WoW these days. She maxed out her in-game heavy. Now we max out the IRL heavy, that's right. Jezzy played Pirates for the first time in a while. It's good, nice to get back on the boat. Love that. Let's see. Space Marine 2 Recruit Edition brings Lieutenant Titus to the tabletop. Let me take a look here. Was this from today? It is, okay. Okay, so it's going to be available at let me see here. In Warhammer stores. Okay. Because, yeah, I think the one here in the States was only at, like, Target or something. Okay, cool. So you guys get it as well. Glad to hear that. Imagine, capitalize on the popularity of a game by releasing a company mini. Imagine. They finally did it. Proud of them. Proud of them. But I don't want to be working. Let's see. That's after taking yesterday off. Still recovering, Jezzy. Let's see. We have 3 named kill teams in game. 9 total named characters. Oh, you want all of... Why is... My focus is kind of off today. Sorry, chat. I might fix my camera focus here in a minute. I don't normally paint this high, and for some reason it's set for this high. Guess I wasn't fully awake either, getting set up there. I do wish my camera had a more depth of field. If I ever upgrade. That'd be sick, especially with the new kill team. Yeah. Riot Fest was a lot. You only went the 2 days. Okay, you went 2 days then. I knew you were kind of trying to think when you would go. Yeah, I don't think I could do... I used to do Warp Tour. When Warp Tour... I guess it's coming back now, but when Warp Tour used to be a thing. And it's a lot. It's a lot of walking. A lot of time in the pit. It's a lot. Glad you got some recovery time. We could definitely sell the 3 kill teams, yeah. Kill Team Space Marine 2. Well, I'm glad that that set will be available elsewhere. It was a little weird that it was like only here and like at Target. Like that was weird. Considering how many people would want a Titus Mini. That was a weird decision, but I am glad that it'll be available to more people now. Need a different lens for that. Oh, the camera's fine. Okay, well. Might have to look into that. I went Friday night, part of Saturday. The pit on Saturday was a blast. Good. Glad to hear that. I kind of miss going to shows. I feel like here in Texas it's a little rough because I don't do well in the heat. It was fun when I would go. It's been a while now. Makes me sound so old when I say it that way. Let's see, I'm playing Hunt 1896. Well, I watched and just snuck into where a boss was killed and stole a bounty. I look around at the dark side. The whole lobby surrounding me, 11 players. That sounds terrifying. Went to Six Flags on Saturday morning as well. Holy cow, you've been all over the place, Jesse. No wonder you're tired. You're just doing everything the same weekend. No wonder. Trying to see streamers get in the hobby because of Space Marine 2. I've seen a lot of Twitter posts about people like, okay, I played Space Marine 2. How do I do this on the table? Which is cool to see. Are people looking for like book recommendations, other game recommendations? It's been fun to watch. Alright, any other silver on our boy? We're under here. And then I may adjust the camera because it's bothering me. Like, hey, Whoopsark, how are you? I used Woodland Phoenix water effects on a base last night. It looks okay. If I could do it in a better way. If I did it again. That is, yeah. I think a lot of people say to do like a test before going to the thing you're really caring about, because it is different materials and things to work with. For sure. Let me adjust this here. Oh, it's because I zoomed in a bit too. That didn't help. Why does it all look worse? Hold on, check. Okay, that's better. Started moving and it all looked terrible. And then Sunday worked there 8 hours on the garage. I mean, I've gone to a show in a long time. I loved it. And I realized how much I missed it. My video game to tabletop rush was the Relic News forums with Dawn of War. Oh, gotcha. Where they played Dawn of War and then wanted to get into the tabletop. I could see that, yeah. Did anyone hop on Dawn of War with... They basically gave like the free upgrade with the DLCs. Has anyone gone back to it? I was curious how much they would see like people going back to playing. I'm awful at those types of games, so I have not. I didn't grow up playing RTS, unfortunately. Not something my brother and I got into. Like, I'd kind of like to try. But, I don't know. My brain can't process that quickly. The times I've tried. Forgot about Dawn of War? That's fair. I think a lot of people just getting back to a lot of Warhammer games right now. I mean, I started Mechanicus again because I didn't make it super far the first time. So using the Space Marine 2 excuse to get back to some Warhammer games. I didn't play the Chaos Gate either. Might play that hereafter. I don't know what's out. I saw there's another kind of pixel game. Bloomtown is also out today. I was gonna look at that again. It almost, like, from the trailer I remember, like, when they first showed it, it was almost like Stardew, but with, like, demons or something. Yeah, the, like, pixel graphics, but it's an RPG. I don't know. I had it, like, saved to, like, look at again. I think that's out today. Did you see Tiny Glade? It looks super cute. It does look really cute. I didn't realize, I think Toria had mentioned it the other day. I didn't realize that's the one. I had seen clips of the little sheep that are in it, and like if you accidentally like move a building over them, they like get a little balloon and stuff so you don't squash the sheep. I don't think I realized it was the same game, but it does look really cute. You think about getting it, JPEG? Just like a little builder. My friend tagged along to the local Warhammer store, and I was considering giving the hobby a try. Might get some Black Templars. Let's go. Let's go. Black Templars just got some really nice updated models too. It's a good time to pick up some Templars. They got new Helbrecht, they got Grimaldus, the new Emperor's Champion. They got a nice glow up to some models. Speaking of video games, we're going to be playing our TCG card shop sim tomorrow. So if you guys want to help me open a card shop, that'll be tomorrow on stream. I'm pretty excited. Scott's been playing it and having a blast with it, so we'll make a cute little shop of our own tomorrow. Thank you again, everyone, for unlocking a bonus stream. I appreciate it. I was thinking about playing some Blood Angels. I've been really enjoying playing Blood Angels in Space Marine 2. Do you mean your Blood Angels or Slam's Blood Angel? Chris Rosen, thank you so much for that raid. Welcome everybody coming in. We are working on some Aggressors. So these are for the Imperial Fists. They're still pretty early. We're getting base coats and things on them right now. But we've got a squad of, I guess it'd be 2 squads of 3 or a squad of 6 here today. How was your stream? What were we up to today? Tell me all about it. For anyone who may be new, hi, I'm Nikki. We paint a lot of Warhammer. Before these, I was working on some of my Space Wolves, so I've got a Dreadnought that we're also working on. And then I've been trying to do more 2D repaints, so I've been working on Dizzy from Guilty Gear. So that's some of what I like to work on. Welcome, welcome in. Aren't all the Blood Angels the same? You're right. I had to ask, just in case, JPEG, just in case. I'm excited to see your Blood Angel. Hey, target number 4, welcome in. He was waiting some more elves, Blick. Well, welcome on in. I have power armor for you here. What you up to? Raiders, what are we working on? What projects have we got? Trying to remember where I just left off. Are we good on this guy? I think we are. We're moving on to the next one. I'm getting batch painting brain now. I'm glad we're getting some good progress on these guys, though. We can get the metallics and stuff, then we'll start washes and edge highlights and all that good stuff. So far, so good. Well, I hope the elves are going well. If you guys want to check out some elves, make sure you go give a follow. Welcome on in, Raiders. If you have any questions, let us know. Otherwise, we're kind of all over the board today. We've been talking Magic the Gathering. We're talking video games as you guys come in. A lot of us have been playing Space Marine 2. Been very good. I guess Raiders, we playing any video games right now? I think if I... Oh, we do have some video game news. I guess PlayStation has their State of Play later today. Not expecting anything, but I'll tune in and see what they got. I think that's at like 5 o'clock my time, so it's kind of late. We'll see what Sony's got today. Hey, Medsafe! More fists! Yep, we've got Aggressors today. The army grows. What you up to? Blood Angels are clones of Slam? Oh, I don't think I'm ready for that. Can you imagine, chat? A whole company of Slams? I don't know if I'm ready for that. How dare you? I'm a delight. Even Sadie has words. Even Sadie. That's okay. The best way to combat a company of Slams is a company of Nickies. I'll work on my own company. With the gold bronze trim, what does it mean? I believe it's the different companies. So we've got, some have gold, some have the black, some have the green. So they're, however, Alive and Madness has them organized. That's right, Sadie, correct your mother. The State of Play joke lineup is Peak Sony. Concord 2, Last of Us 2 Remake, 4 Horizon rehashes. Yep. I love the ones where it's like, they take Bloodborne and put it into all the different titles. It's the pure copium. Knack 3. Knack 3, boy. Let's go. Let's go, it's time. Oh, just when you thought it couldn't get any better. Knack 3. Where's Silk Song, though? Where's Silk Song, though? Hey, Ruptures, down for Bloodborne cart. There is the, on Steam. Where is on Steam? Whatever they had to change it to. So you've been playing Satisfactory since 1.0 finally came out. Less stressful than Space Marine most of the time. I've heard it's very good. It's not the type of game I normally play, but I'm not gonna lie, I've been tempted to at least try it. It's not something I normally do, but everyone seems to be loving it. But yeah, I could see that being a nice little break if you need, especially if you're just, let's be honest, it's the same 6 operations. If you need a break from the current content, it seems like a good game to take a break with. Imagine if they actually announced Silk Song there and spent all their remaining money getting a timed exclusive. Oh my god, could you imagine? Oh my god, the Xbox boys would be in shambles. Could you imagine? Would actually lose their minds. I'm here for the chaos, I'm here for it. Hey, Magpie, yeah, Nightmare Kart, there you go. Sony needs a Mario Kart version. If Kratos in a mini kart, they had the... I thought they had one with, like, the little big planet. Little sock boy. I don't know if it's still a thing, but... Sadie. Stop. I can't be mad, because... I think my secret layer cards are in the mail that Scott's getting right now. So I can't be mad. I can be a little mad. That is Nightmare. They had to change the name. Yeah. Yeah. But that's what it is. It's on Steam if you wanted to play it. And it's been fun waiting on all these packages to arrive with Sadie, but hopefully they're all here soon. I got the Not a Wolf secret layer, and I think that'll be in the mail. Scott. At least you know when they're there. That's true. We will never miss the mail. Never. Astrobot seems to have been made mainly to remind Sony of all the P they've left to molder and forget. just the reminder that you can have just a good game. You don't have to do the loot boxes and all the live service shenanigans. Just make a good game, and we will play it. I've heard it's a blast. We played the first one; it was really good. The second one's also a lot of fun. Make a good game, and we'll show up. All the little cameos are super cute. Between Twitter and a friend that was playing it, got to see a lot of those. It was very cute. All right. I was doing really well with the batch painting. I just got the first wave of what are we doing? Well, we got three. We got three to that point. Trying to decide if I continue with silver or we go ahead and just work up those three here on stream. Take a little stretch break and then we'll decide. Hey Aaron, welcome in. Like the yellow all over. Thank you. It's we've got Imperial Fists, so we've got some panel lining, some edge highlighting to come up here. Not looking forward to some of that, but that's okay. I think I found a website update worse than the Warhammer update. Uh-oh. Which website are you on, JPEG? It must be really bad. It must be really bad. Unique. I was trying. I don't know their old website. I was trying the other night, so I don't know when it changed, to look at their stuff, and it was such a nightmare to navigate through. I gave up. Like, actually gave up trying to find something. So I don't know if I was on the new one or if I was on the old one, but it was awful. So I was trying to, find more places, like, by clothes. And it was recommended. I'm like, oh, I'll go check it out. And then must have been the new one. It was pretty bad. The old one was just a normal web store. Okay, then yeah, I got the new one. And I gave up. I just stopped looking at stuff. What do you use for painting minis? For paint or for what? What are we looking at? I want to make sure I understand your question. Slices I've had Satisfactory for years. Never managed to get it to stick. I think I need to try harder. I think those types of games don't normally stick for me. I'll be honest. But people seem to be liking it so much that I don't know. I'm half tempted, but I know I probably also won't stick. But if you like that type of game, there'll seem to be a good update in things here with the full launch. I mean, if you already have it, you can always give it another shot, but I think you're either into that type of game or you're not. And I, unfortunately, am not. The old one was just a normal roaster, but a great brand for clothes. Yeah, that's what I kept hearing. And then I got on the website and I'm like, well, I don't care anymore. I don't care how good they are. I'm out. The only other time I had looked at them, JPEG, is when they do the collaborations and stuff, so I didn't have to navigate. I would just go to because they had the Final Fantasy stuff, and I would just see that page and then click back out. So I wasn't sure if that was the normal experience, the web store, but sounds like that is new. Have to find having to find clothes that fit me now that I've lost some more weight. Which is a nice problem to have, but an annoying problem to have. But I want to like that. I understand that, Sly. I have that with Stardew Valley. I have tried to play Stardew Valley probably 5 times, and I don't get it. I don't understand. Have you played the game Warhammer? I have played both 40K and Age of Sigmar. V Rising has its fangs launched. I tried to like V Rising. The movement felt a little goofy to me, so I didn't stick with it. But I'm glad you're enjoying it. Let's see. Sorry to bother again. Need some help knowing where to go or progress after the introductory set. Sure. So I would say I don't remember what exactly is in the introductory set. Is that Marines and Necrons? Because if you wanted to add on to those forces, whatever comes in the introductory set, I would kind of point you toward those armies. So you can go, yeah, I know that sometimes we're just nerding out, but don't be afraid to ask questions. Because we'll come back to your question, yeah. And I guess combat patrol. Or yeah, sorry, NIDs, not Necrons. If you like one of those armies, you can definitely look more into that army. So looking at the combat patrols for those, or if you want to get like a character to go with those, that could be a good place to start looking. I think part of it's going to depend on budget. So how much do you want to add on to what you've got at the moment? But once you kind of work through the introductory set as far as learning how to like build and paint, it's essentially doing the same thing. So a lot of the kits that I would not recommend are now getting phased out and turned to plastic because they were resin. So I don't think there's as many like avoid this type products as there used to be. But yeah, I would say if you like one of those armies, go ahead and expand from that. Look within the Tyranids or the Marines. Movement takes a bit to get used to. Gotta learn not spam your dash and counter abilities, use them wisely. I think it was that plus the camera. It's been a while since I've played it, but something felt weird and it wasn't comfy. Not sure which country you live. Oh, the magazines might be a good way to get some stuff. Yeah, there is the Partworks. We're way behind on those here in the States, so I don't know that side of things as well. I've not signed up for them, but maybe a good way to add on to what you've got. You kind of get them at a kind of a regular interval rather than all at once. Thank you for the help. It's huge hobby to get your head around it first. Yes. And I think when you're asking questions, we've all been there too. So we understand. But we may ask you some questions back just to see what you're wanting to do. So you ask and you're getting questions back. We're just trying to narrow it down a little bit for you because it is that big. Yeah, don't be afraid to ask. We're happy to help. What used to be non-recommended? Anything in Finecast. Yeah. Finecast minis are a pain to work with, especially as a beginner, because it's a lot of additional cleanup and the model quality is not as good. So for someone who's been in the hobby, it's whatever. You'll get through it, but it's not something I'd want to recommend to a beginner because it's extra work and it can be a little discouraging when it doesn't go right. But yeah, Finecast would be what I tend to say to avoid to a beginner. Depending on metal minis, I don't like working on them. Like I will if I've got a commission or something, but I don't seek them out. I don't like that they can chip so easily. I don't like that I have to take steps to clear coat in between things. So I'm not a fan. A lot of non-GW companies still on metal. Yeah. I work on some of it with Bushido. It's fine. It's just not my first choice. If I had the choice, it'll be plastic every time. Or resin from another company, not GW. Other smaller companies have very nice resin minis. GWs are not in them. Okay, we got one more for silver. We're gonna push through. Flaming New, welcome in. How are you? Resin's the second worst material. Old school GW metal is the worst. It's pretty rough. It's pretty rough. I think I'd put Finecast as the worst. Metal is definitely down there though for me. Yeah, not beginner friendly is the only thing, Emperor. I would say Forge World for a beginner. I'd also kind of wait. Get some plastic under your belt first and then maybe try it. I'm sure we'll try and paint the batch of the old goth rockers. Yeah. It just takes some more work. And if you're not used to having to do some of that, it's like that extra pain point. But yeah, if you have any other questions, let us know. Otherwise, I'll keep cruising on my aggressors. I remember what we were talking about before. Oh, video games, that's what it was. But yeah, we'll see what Sony's got today, I guess. I haven't touched my my PS5 in a long time, so I'm not too worried about it, but Friday I went to my local place to paint them. To be fixing the chips accrued since last time I moved them. Yep. Yep. Whenever I do work on metal, I make sure to give extra time for my primer to cure. Sometimes, depending on the size of the project, I'll use a different primer. I'll use rattle can instead of the airbrush, so it etches into the material. And then just clear coating every time I got some good progress. End the day with a clear coat. Just annoying, honestly. You don't want the new PS5 Pro with no disk drive for $700? I don't think so. I am curious to see whenever we get new Switch news, though. I really like my little Switch Lite. But I'm curious just how much of an upgrade new Switch stuff would be. I feel like that's the only console we would even consider at this point. Everything else I've got PC. Anyone else interested in new Switch stuff? I have a couple more games I need to play on my Switch. I was kind of waiting with fall. I was like, oh, then I'm gonna start. I've got 13 Sentinels. I've got a Shin Megami Tensei I need to play. I'm ready to just curl up on the couch and play on my Switch. I can play Astrobot though, the only good exclusive. There's literally no other way. I will watch someone play it. That's how. That's how. I go for whatever the next Switch console is. Been at 4K for so long, the next Nintendo console should have it. Nintendo does its own thing, and I'm fine with that, honestly. I don't need everything to be 4K, if I'm honest. I just want good games. That's literally it. Depend on the games, if it'll improve the Switch 1 games. Do we think it'll play the Switch 1 games? With Nintendo, I don't know. Do you think they'll make us rebuy? As Nintendo likes to do. I still want to play through the new Zelda game. Advance Wars, Thousand Year Door, for looking at the Switch 2, yeah. Yeah, I feel like there's still a fair amount of stuff I can play until the new one. Which is great. Which equals cool in concept. In the end, I just play Tetris for the most part, if I play at all. Nintendo's very much like, you've got to have that series you really like. I wasn't a huge Nintendo kid growing up, so like, there's a few that I like to play. I got really into Fire Emblem with 3 houses. Like, I'll play those on there. I wouldn't mind checking out some of the Zelda games, but I'm not, like, playing every single one of them. I just a little bit ago finally played Super Mario RPG. That was a lot of fun. Oh, Metroid Prime Remastered in 4K straight into my veins. I guess I don't care about that as much. The 4K, I mean. As long as you got good games, I'll pick up your console. Alright, we did it. We got silver. Whee! Which means it's time to panel line. Let's go. I think I did aggro. Okay. Let's go. Trying to pump myself up. Do you have a separate wet palette for metallics? I know some people do that, or the flex can leak into other paints. I don't. I was actually painting out of the pot for that when I was just doing. I do tend to leave them in like a separate area of my palette, but I don't have a separate one now. Yeah, switch to early on sounds nice. Preferably 2 of them. You can trade Pokemon with my wife. Get her some of the more recent. Oh, Professor Layton, yeah. I kind of wish we had done that with ours, because we had a regular Switch. And, like, we liked it, but we would trade off for Pokemon. And then I decided to get the light, because it makes a big difference. The weight of it. And I wish we had had both when we were playing through Pokemon for exactly that reason. That's a good shout for if we do get Switch 2. Get it early. 7 ads. That's because I run ads. This is my full-time gig. You don't want to see the ads? There is Twitch Turbo. And there is consider subscribing if you're interested in our emotes and things like that. But I will be running ads. This is my full-time gig. Speaking of, we are getting closer to another Vigigame stream. The goal is below my face, if you guys are enjoying those. We will be playing TCG Card Shop Sim tomorrow, because we unlocked a bonus stream. If you guys want to come Vigigame with me tomorrow, we'll be playing that. And hello! My internet died and I dropped from a boring meeting going an hour over. What was I supposed to do? Oh no! Oh my goodness, Emperor, thank you so much for those gifted subs. Those are going out to the Family Fantasy, Keshray, Wolfsark, target number 4, Amalfi Coast, Alineian, Demon Sandwich, I like that, Lolo Hobbies, and Paint Micer. Enjoy those emotes, enjoy those subs from Emperor. Thank you so much for that support, I appreciate that. Thank you, thank you. You guys got some emotes, let's see them. Let's see them. I forget heads exist on Twitch, because I more or less watch you, and I've been subbed forever yet. I do that too with channels. It's like, oh yeah. And thank you so much for the bot for the bits. I appreciate it. Thank you, Chad. Thank you for the support. I'm excited to play video games on Wednesday, and looks like some more video games here soon. I appreciate it. Thank you. That dude's so cute. He has the little bop. You can get that one for... Oh, is it still running? That's when they debuted the DJ category. I don't know if you can still get it. It was if you watched a DJ for like 15 minutes, you would get the emote. I don't know if it's still running though. I have to look. Ironically, you're 5th on the list of gift subs. Twitch missed a funny opportunity. Is a one-off. Target number 5, actually. Oh, thank you so much, Emperor. I appreciate that. Here for more video games. The other games we had on the list were, and I'll let you guys start thinking about it, or whenever we have to put another poll up. Ace Attorney 2. Get back to some Ace Attorney. We had Dead Space 2, Rogue Trader, if we want to start that together. I probably won't do a full playthrough, but we could start it together. And Slay the Princess, which I kind of want to do in October. I think having that as a way for us to play through that together and make decisions together could be fun. So, those are the other games we're thinking about. I'm gonna get comfy here before we dive into more panel lining. I can't sit like a normal human being. I'm not full gamer gremlin here on stream, but... Yeah, it's been, I guess now that we've done more video game streams, what do we think, chat? Are we enjoying Wednesday Vigi games? I've had a lot of fun doing more variety stuff, so hopefully you guys are enjoying as well. If not, I'll keep doing it until you like it, so. Half joking. I just hope I can find a co-op game as well. More content's always better. Thanks so much for coming and enjoying it with us. Thanks for being a part of it. Content. I think what we're gonna do is we'll take these first 3 and I'll get them worked up. And then depending on time, we'll go back for the other 3. I want a couple closer to done here. That seems to help with batch painting on stream. Batch painting can be a little soul draining some days. I got one email to get back to, and then the rest of my day is batch painting, so we'll try and break it up a little bit here. What's everyone else to the rest of the day? What we got, chat? Anything exciting? Panda, other than your internet going out, how are you today? Missing all those important meetings. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, you just dropped from the call, okay. Like, obviously, you're here, so. I don't know if it was it went out for a minute and now we're just not going back. I was done. How was the hockey game last night? Hockey was fun. Just, I love hockey, but, like, going is even a more fun time. You get the, like, crowd chants and everything. Some good fights in the first period, nice. We have a minor league team also kind of in the area, and those are fun. Those chants get very personal. Those are fun to go to sometimes. Do some aggregs on the weapon as well. Alright, yeah, let's pull aside 3 that we want to work on. And the rest of these boys will wait for now. Marines are looking really nice, thank you! It's kind of nice having this army. So this army is a commission army, and I've done several waves of them before. So it's kind of nice knowing exactly what we need to do. The patch painting can be a lot. You're just painting the same thing over and over and over and over. But it is nice knowing what we need to do for them. There's a guy next to me all by his lonesome. Well, was a Kings fan. He kept his excitement to a minimum so he didn't anger all the Utah fans. Oh. I should see how much. I don't remember how much tickets are for the minor league. That might be fun to check out a game or 2 this season. We haven't been in a bit. I was trying to remember if we've gone back since like COVID and all that. I might not have. It's been a while. Anyone else like to go to sporting stuff? Hockey's the only one I've really like gotten into going. I've been to baseball. I've actually never been to like pro football. I don't think I've done basketball either, but I'm not as into basketball. I don't know anything about basketball. Football, at least know the rules and stuff. I don't know anything about basketball. Sports? Leave the house? Ew. Understandable. I tend to be the same. But like every now and then it's alright. If it's something I want to do, it's alright. No raiding this week for me. Gotta clean and pack tonight. Sunday I'll still be in Vegas. Wait, we have Vegas again? Into, oh, the Flames games? It's fun. Minor league sports are even more fun. I think so. I think it just feels more personal. That mood. It's probably bad, but like, I generally only leave here for like the game store or like errands. I think I've learned that I would say like right after kind of COVID lockdown is kind of my preferred way to be. If I don't have to go somewhere, I don't want to. I'm perfectly happy right here. I don't need to be out and about and everywhere. Go out for some good food maybe, but otherwise I'm cozy right here. I love Vegas. We're going for 10-year anniversary. Happy anniversary. That's exciting. I guess, do you have any like special events or things there that you're wanting to do? We're just gonna go and wing it. My friend was just in Vegas for work. I think she decided to take herself out to a few restaurants and a few shows while she was there. A few shows we're going to. Gonna do, ooh, a night helicopter tour? That sounds fun. I think that's kind of the cool part with Vegas is like, even if you've been, there's still so many other things you can do that maybe you didn't get to do in the previous trip. Always got something else going on. Go to the Atomic Museum. Oh, okay. Whoa, come back here. All right, one more. We can do it. We can do it. Nice, Edie. Banditso, hello. Or he, whoa. How are you? What'd you up to today? We were working on some aggressors for the Imperial Fists. What'd you up to? I want to go last time I was in the area. My hotel was just a couple blocks away. Just didn't have the time. Yeah. There's just so much to do. I say that, but if I went back, I would just stand outside the Bellagio fountain again. It's still my favorite spot. I could just be there all night and be perfectly happy. That's what the nuclear testing went on near Vegas. Some of the atomic craze of products. Oh, okay. Hey, Debner, welcome in. How are you? We're working on aggressors. What you got going on today? Welcome everybody coming in. It's been a lot of Space Marines here lately. We had some Purple Dark Angels. I had my Space Wolves yesterday, and now it's Imperial Fists. Lots of Space Marines. I will say, Panda, I'm a sucker for museums if we ever go somewhere. Like when we went to, we did a Seattle trip a few years ago. I just wanted to hit up like all the museums. So cool to see what they've got. Plus, if it's somewhere warm, it gets you out of the heat for a little bit. Good way to do that as well. think my favorite that we did in Seattle is we did is it the Chihuly? That does like the sculpted glass. That was a lot of fun. We had some really, really pretty exhibits with all the glass. That was definitely a highlight for one of the highlights on our trip. And then the National Forest were my favorites, I think. Love the Jubilee Museum. It's so pretty. That whole like area right there is really cool too. Just with kind of several, for those who haven't been, several like museums basically on top of each other. But they've built like a little garden and stuff around it. But just like a cool little touristy place to check out several different attractions. Mopop, yeah, we did that as well. It was a lot of fun as well. So that's right next to it. There's just this whole little area for like touristy stuff. It's fun. Hey, Monkey Man, welcome in. We're just working on some aggressors. What you up to today? We're kind of batch painting today, which sometimes is tough here with stream, but we're getting some good progress. Like the National Museum of Nuclear Science and History now, Albuquerque. It's a bit of a propaganda effort. I have not been out that way. Just working on diorama for I had to work. Nice. What do you got for the diorama? Feeling good about progress now it's coming along? Hey Murdoch, how you doing? Working on Imperial Fists today. What you got going on? Talking about some travel and museums as people come in. Alright, there's our Agrax. Let's do some Null, and then we'll start edge highlighting. Our favorite. Yay! Oh, it's the Siege of Terra diorama I've been working on for about 2 years now. Wow. That's pretty cool. That is some dedication. I respect it. Alright, so for our Null, I'm just going to go over all of our silver we did earlier. Make sure to get all of our cables since they are, like they're all cables. A lot of our work is the cables and working around the cables. It's 2 foot by 4 foot. Holy cow. That's pretty crazy. What is the scene? If you don't mind me asking. That's pretty nuts. It's not the Golden Throne. Oh, I've been seeing a line. Have we seen it? We are flying through these guys. We're cruising, Lab Madness. I was telling chat that's because we've done so many Imperial Fists. It doesn't take me as long because I know what colors we need. I know where they gotta go. Just gotta do it. How are you today? Welcome in. Sadie's being bad. Getting in trouble behind me. The outside Saturnine Gates. Imperial Fist versus World Eaters. That's thick. Very cool. Well, glad you get some time on it today. I'm good. Working. How are you? Pretty good here. Working. I think your boys are my whole day today, Live Madness. I've got like one more email to get back to and then more batch painting. Like Tyranids against the Deathwatch team, that's right. Just tearing through. One by one, Emperor. One by one. But yeah, that is the nice part about these armies that we've done a bunch of is we got all the hard stuff figured out. Now it's just sitting down and doing it. The salamanders are the same way. I think Wasted Minds, Purple Marines are kind of the same now. We got the scheme, it's just gotta get it done. Oh, for racing, yeah. I actually asked the same question last night, Live Madness. I think we've switched gears, haha, pun intended. For a little bit. I feel like Scott and I are both doing the thing where we're just interested in other things at the moment. I've been doing more video gaming, he's been doing more magic. I was hopping around a little bit. I think Aggressor arms work on other Gravis bodies. I can make 18 poses. Pretty cool. I still love Aggressors. Like, painting around the cables is kind of annoying. For, like, the minis themselves, but man, they look so cool. It's worth it. It's so, like, look at him. He's so cool. Worth it. So what I'm doing in Lab Menace is we have base coats on all 6, but I'm taking 3 to kind of finish on stream. Or get a little further along on stream. So that's where you join us. I'm trying to get these 3 a little further along. Hey guys, an Eradicator. I thought, okay, so as I was painting, I was like, wait a second, this isn't right. Now looking at them again, yeah. Now I gotcha. Because I had painted one of like this body and I was like, wait, your little body's different. But I didn't look at it that closely. Okay, one more for Null Noil, and then we'll start some edge highlighting. No hood over the helmet, or the fancy belt, yeah. Okay, one more. I can do that. I can do that. The batch paint blues. I'm excited to get, today, I'm going to do at least the airbrushing for the yellow on the shoulders. I don't want to get to the charcoal today for the grays. It does mean like taping off the shoulders though, so we'll see how motivated I am today. It might be a tomorrow. Batch time but Tuesdays, that's right. I don't know why that cracks me up so much. It's so silly, but it cracks me up every time. In time for a video game but Wednesdays. Here start the pain of painting a pile of artillery shells on non-metallic metal. Yep, you'll be feeling the blues here too, it sounds like. My goodness. Well, I hope it goes well. Hope I didn't get the silver on the side. Hold on. Hey, hello, how are you? AEW's coming back in October. Wonder how bad tickets are. Coming back to, like, where you are? Sorry if I missed something. I have been out of wrestling news for... Pontifart, welcome in. How are you? A log to you as well. How are you doing? Oh, thank you, Cake. I'm trying to... Another step in manifesting fall. I got the fall colors out. What are you up to today? I did. I wasn't sure if you saw it. I went and got a margarita last night. I did that and some enchiladas. It was the best. Even better, I got my margarita and they're like, hey, we changed the mix on our frozen margarita. You get a sample. I'm like, yes. And then Scott doesn't drink margaritas, so I got his sample as well. Which is why my Japanese practice was a little rough last night. I was living vicariously through. I had no free time yesterday. Hopefully you get some time to treat yourself as well here soon. Get some paint on my palette. I love being the guinea pig in bars. Use me barbecue, that's right. It was pretty good. Very good. Alright. I also realized with, like, not drinking as much and my new diet, I'm, like, a lightweight now, which I've never really been a lightweight. So that was interesting. Gotta be careful now. You cut out all your sugar and then throw in alcohol. It's rough. Tickets aren't too bad, but I think I may pass. Not tempting enough, Panda. Nikki wasted coals at me. White girl wasted even faster. Yeah, I guess so. I guess guess it's a little cheaper when we go out now. But I am not used to it. Probably a good thing. That'll be you this weekend. We're planning on it. I'm back to nails. I get a fall type. Ooh, a berry pink. It's pretty nice. Not much of a pink person, but it's not a bad color. I also got a deep blue somewhere that would be nice. I don't think I can pull it off, but I kind of want like a dark sagey green. My mom has one that is really pretty on her, but she's a bit more tan than I am. I think she can pull it off. I don't know that I can pull it off. But I'm tempted to try. Honor first, hello, how are you? Here goes Nikki getting slizzard again. Ooh. Like a sagey green. A darker sagey green. But I don't think I can pull it off. Hey, Next Gen, be funny if you painted your nails Death Guard green. I definitely can't pull off olive green. I've learned this. I have learned that. I look weird in olive green. You should? You can't for sure? Maybe I'll try and find one here. It's time to experiment. Get all the pretty fall colors out. Just got home on her first. Nice. What you got planned for the rest of the day here? We are working on, these are aggressors for Alive and Madness. This is the start of our next Imperial Fist wave. We've got a bunch of boys in yellow and charcoal gray for our Phobos. So that'll be fun. Our guild is taken to Mutang, has most of the world. We're now using her in memes in our Discord. It's pretty great. My whole TikTok feed was Mutang one day. I saw someone was drawing a Tyranid as Mutang. It's just everywhere. Dinner and then collapse maybe. I mean, that's not a bad plan. I'm here for it. Glad you'll get to relax. My day is, yeah, stream here. I've got to do my workout, get some lunch, and then probably more yellow. That's my day. Get ready to run a card shop together tomorrow. So, a reminder, tomorrow's video game day. Thank you, everyone, for unlocking a bonus stream. We will be playing TCG Card Shop Sim. So, come by to help us open our shop and crack open some card packs. guildmate just photoshopped Mood Dang over Jack Nicholson in The Shining for Let Me In because of extended maintenance. I posted it in the Discord. Amazing. After a shitty human all day, it does exhaust one. I don't know. It's you don't have to do that. Will continue to be my advice. I think if someone's being shitty, then doesn't deserve your energy. But that's my opinion. Bees, welcome in. How are you? We're working on some aggressors. What you got going on today, bees? I don't want to just hit this commission running. I feel like I found a good balance for my days between commissions and stream and stuff. I'm trying to keep to it here. It's nice at least thinking I know I've got it figured out. If I can stick to it, it'll be good things. I want to go back to bed. Woke up this morning with another job rejection I was excited about. I'm so sorry. That's a tough way to start the day. I'm sorry. We have, gonna be back to it today or gonna take a little break? Yeah, it's tough right now. I'm sorry. I wish I could help more. I was to take a break this week. I think those are much needed when having to do all that. Take care of yourself. We're here for you. You should get the injections. They aren't just leaving you hanging. That's the tough part when you just don't hear back. You don't know if you can kind of. I mean, I think at this point you keep moving on anyway until you do get the yes or the no, I guess in this case, but I feel like I always just took a not hearing back as a no until it's a yes. But yeah, when they just leave you, that's rough. Yeah, hopefully you have something to relax with here. We're here for you. I've had Boeing do that to me 4 times now. Ugh. I want to work at Boeing. Oh no, right now they have a hiring freeze though. Are you still able to like submit at least, or at least in the system? I don't know how much it actually helps anymore, but I used to be a recruiter, but that was a very long time ago. I think because we were talking about like if streaming doesn't pick up, like I don't even know what I would go back and do at this point. I don't even having to navigate all that again is a little overwhelming to think about, if I'm honest. They just posted new contracts, which is why I'm annoyed. It's a bad time to have to job search and find a job. I know my friends who were, or corporate now. Like one of my friends was looking for God, year plus. So I watched her go through it. She thankfully was trying to like move to another job, so she had something while she was looking, but I can't imagine. Okay, I'll drink. I have a job, just hate the work environment, so I'm looking for somewhere new. I hope that you find a better fit here soon. I was a data analyst. I started doing this full time because I had a very toxic environment. So even though I make a lot less money and I work way harder, it's more rewarding. But man, having the PTO and some security around that, I'm missing that a lot right now, being self-employed. I'm missing throwing like more money into my savings and things like that. I've been thinking as well. I was a data analyst for 8 years at Amazon. Should talk later about that? Yeah, I'd be interested in hearing. I actually really liked my job, and before I left, like my client before that, I had a really good boss, and I did like what I was doing, but then I got a super toxic client, and I just wasn't getting any support around it. It's tough when the client's the bad guy, but they make you the bad guy. That's what was happening to me. As an analyst, I want to work at either Boeing or Blue Origin, because they're local. Alright, there's that. I kind of want to work on, let's go ahead and do, what time is it? I'm gonna get like the purity seals and like, almost just get him together so you guys can see the full thing, and then I'll do the rest of them. My trainer used to work for Amazon in the warehouse, running the paper packing machines, did like 45,000 steps a day. Holy cow. I could see that though if you're back and forth across a warehouse all day. That's a lot of steps. Alright. Just go ahead and get this boy up. Oh, I didn't get the reds. That's what I should have gotten. I was looking for this paint and I forgot I needed the reds too. Oh well. I miss my calling to become a stay-at-home cat. Maybe in another life. I worked at Amazon Corporate. I received the warehouse training as part of the job requirements I did. It's really tough. It's just 3 days, but it was rough work. I can imagine, yeah. Hey, Shin, welcome in. Look at those beefy yellow boys. We got so much beef. How are you? Welcome in. I've got 6 all together here, but I'm feeling the batch paint blues, so I'm going to try and get this guy mostly together before we go back to the others. How are you? I guess I don't mind doing the purity seals on the rest. Well, we got the paint open. Anyone else got feels? Feels? Those skulls would also be. Get those real quick. Feel silly getting the paint out for 2 purity seals. We'll get the rest over here. One for you. Anything for you. Boys aren't very pure. I don't know how I feel about this. Shocking lack of purity seals. Alright, just the 2, alright. feel like I'm killing myself in my job right now. The company I work for overpromised on a plane. Now I'm looking at 60 weeks to get this plane finished on 60-hour weeks. Gross. I'm sorry. Hopefully you can get everything done, but that's gross. Jin, is there anything you're working on? Before these guys, I was working on some more chonky. If you like the beef, I got more beef. Working on a ballistas dread for my space wolves. I do the heresy colors instead of the 40k colors, so we're working on that. I also have more beef with a redemptor. Like a lot of beef on the table this week. We have the meats here in the chat. Well, come on in. Let us know what you're working on. Canned beef, that's right. As someone who semi-regularly flies, the idea of pressure and time constraints on mechs, engineers, anyone making aviation equipment it's terrifying. Yeah. 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 This is everyone kind of gives us crap for driving to Adepticon, but that's definitely part of what goes in my head. Not gonna lie. That's definitely part of what we think of when we're trying to make our travel plans. Don't be fooled, we live in an orc-like state where planes only fly because we're all convinced they do. When turbulence happens, you have to find the non-believer, throw out the door. Shun the non-believer, shun. Oh, jeez. Where is Tuskor Fur? We need it. Here somewhere. Where is it? Chat, where'd you put it? I'm taking my paint. Alright, well, I don't want to keep looking for it, so we'll work on something else. Shun. Thank you, Panda. Shun. It's just science. Metal's too heavy to fly, that's right. That's right. The more I read about orcs, the more I think they might be perfect race for 40k. They have it all sus. They're so happy nearly all the time. Orcs are great. They're great. Check under Will's desk. He took my paint. I should have known better. I should have known. Get back here. I need those. No patches on the aggressors. Their big ol' hands can get snacks. Brother, I can't get my protein bar. Ugh. That means I have to keep patch painting. That means I also mixed up our boys. This boy, not that boy. Which means we have to edge highlight. Okay. Okay, we'll do it. You will say, yes. Waiting for what Sam will say. While I get more paint on my palette. Paragraph incoming. As much as orcs for the general comedic relief, one of the most 40k things is an excerpt I read on a planet under orc control. Humans are being farmed. They had all their teeth and fingernails removed, so they couldn't do any damage. Oh my god. Basically just chattel. Oh no. Goodness. Think about that when you think about your orcs. Goodness. Rogue trader, just a little different. Orcs being smart enough is horrifying. It really is. Considering, yeah, what you normally think of for the orcs. And then that. You still want some speed freaks? Yeah, the whiplash in some of the lore is pretty wild. Or like how it's been changed. Pretty wild. I think it'd be fun. I'm excited to see whatever you decide to work on next, bro. So whether that's scars, wolves, orcs, whatever you go with, it'll be fun. Nice headcanon orcs' response to civilian non-combatants. Let the Garrots vent their frustrations on them. That's some good headcanon. My friend's brother used to work on RAF aircraft, so he had to put his phone in a Faraday box, get it back at the end of the day. That's pretty crazy. Yeah, that's a whole other world I don't even, like, think about most of the time. Until, like, yeah, things like this get brought up in chat. Whole different world. Custodes, Necrons, Alphalete, Harlequins, whatever you decide to work on next. I'm excited to see. We're reacting to things. I want to make sure I read it. We got the entire plane inspect all the components of the aircraft. Yeah, you put them all back, right? Right. That's a plane confirmed. Done. Next. That's pretty crazy though. Having to gut the whole thing and then go bit by bit. That's a lot of work. Very so often the Humies remember they're still bigger than the Grots and fight back, resulting in utter hilarity for the orcs watching. I mean, it does seem to work well for the orcs. Yeah. If I feel like it, that's fair. Big mood. Big Monday mood. The specific crews working on weapon systems, because top secret stuff, that makes sense. Yep, that's the world I don't think about. And people are doing every day. Yeah, I hope everything goes well. With your disassembly and reassembly, hopefully. Plane. Can't stand wait to make some cash. That's our slam. That's our slam. They want that done in 18 days. I wish I knew what they were smoking when they made that decision. Is there like a... Like, let's say they didn't have this special, like, time frame. Is there a standard time frame you would normally do that in? I'd imagine that's all very... I feel like that would be strict. But maybe not. Now I'm afraid to keep talking. I don't like I want to know these answers. If I ever want to fly again, I don't know if I want these answers. Really, military service peeps on social media. Go ahead and check this out. Yeah, not so much. That's a good way to not have your job or your life. Okay. We're gonna finish edge highlighting this dude. One more push. Might eat the rest of my snack from earlier. And then we push. We're going to get the chileni done so I can have my enchiladas that I brought home last night. That's the plan. That's my reward. Enchiladas. Yeah, I will be running ads on my channel. This is my full-time gig. If you are not a fan of the ads, there is Twitch Turbo, or consider subscribing. We have lots of emotes. We have our sub lounge in the Discord. But I will be running ads on my channel. What kind of enchiladas? They are chicken enchiladas with a sour cream sauce. I'm pretty excited. Got rice and beans with them. YouTube started doing pause video ads the other day. I heard about it. I haven't seen it though. And thank you so much for the bits for the giant gib. Thank you, thank you. Thank you for the support. We're getting close to another video game day, so thank you. I appreciate it. I have to find more games for us to play. Okay, we're gonna play TCG Card Shop Sim. So we're gonna open like a little Pokemon card shop. It is an indie game that's kind of blown up here. Scott's been playing it for like a weekish, and it's pretty cute. It's pretty cute. So we get to like set up the shop. We get to open packs. We get to like sell singles and things like that. It's pretty cute. They're ridiculous. You turn a video off and then some ad starts playing. I mean, I guess I'd have to see it in action. I don't know how annoying it is. As someone whose income comes from ads, I'm probably a little biased as well. Banda, thank you for the bits and the derpy glasses. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. I can smell the store in Scott's green grabs. That's also part of the gameplay. I don't want to spoil anything, but that's also part of the gameplay. Hope someone makes it is an actual game, Riot. I guess you can play the game on mobile, and they're trying to bring the game into the tabletop sim or into the like card shop sim. So yes, it does have rules. Is the toilet broken in the store? As is tradition. It's never functional. I will make sure it is not functional just for you. Just for you. On this note, some friends and I went to a local game store, played board games on Saturday. Spoke to the owner and were telling her how much we enjoy the environment there, and she was like, and it doesn't smell. Immersion. Yeah, I want it to feel like a card store, you know? You know? We don't even have a restroom in mind. You have to go to the corner store. DLC restroom. It's a solid like, yeah, absolutely. I mean, if you're trying to, you know, leave an impression, have people come back. The smell of the store is definitely part of it. Is that for the Flush Channel opening day? That's right. You can do that somewhere else, not in my store. But yeah, we'll be playing that tomorrow, and I think it'll be fun. I guess whatever we can, like, name together or customize together, we'll do that. Excuse me. I don't know how much of that there is, but we'll make a chat store. Open Game Store keeps the spray deodorant in the bathroom. My shop's expanded significantly since then. We now have 12 game tables to play at. Scott's gonna laugh at my tiny store when we play. My tiny, tiny store. But anyway, still early access. There are a few wrinkles. I'm excited to check it out. I think it'll be fun. Apparently the dev is super active and talking about like updates and stuff too, so that's fun to see. Now, it was a packed store though. Only like 1 or 2 tables out of 20 were not in use. Lots of people doing war games, board games, Magic Gathering, tabletop. That's awesome. We love to see a busy game store. Always support those locals. I opened a pack and got a card with over $500. Afterward, it never appeared in my album. Oh no! Have you had anything, Scott? It's in chat. I just haven't looked up. Check the other 2 filters. Oh, on the album. Could have been a ghost card. Things to keep in mind. Waiting for Space Marine 2 to get its first big update. I think I'm also in the waiting boat at this point. I've seen the things I want to see. I got my bolter leveled up. I'm okay waiting a little bit. I'm not feeling the rush to keep grinding. Like, it's fun, don't get me wrong. I like hopping on with friends, but with my 50 or so hours, I think I've seen what I want to see. You're raising get work, take care of. Thanks so much for coming by. We'll catch you next time. I hope work goes well. Especially with what you're talking about today. Hope all that goes well. We'll catch you next time. Oh, it was a ghost card. I take it back. The game's perfect. Judge away. Good. I'm glad you've got that card. That's a ghost card. I guess I'll learn. I'll learn tomorrow. William, hello. Thanks for coming to goob in here with us. What you up to? Hey, Boost, welcome in. Didn't you know it was fun, right? I enjoy it. How are you? I will say I'm glad I've got the airbrush to get us started, but it's not bad. How are you? This is an army I've done a few different commissions for, so we've got our yellow down where we want it, which is nice. Okay, one more edge highlight, and then I'm gonna get my lunch. I haven't pulled one yet. Opened hundreds and hundreds of packs. Oh, Sly has no idea. I'll have to learn the ghost cards as I go. Working, so I arrived, passed back out. You're back on the night shift routine here. I hope everything's going well, Will. I have an appreciation for the new jump pack design on the Primaris jump packs, though. I think those are the ones I've got to paint with this army. I've got 10 jump duders and the like jump captain that we'll be working on at some point here. Captain will probably bring on stream. Probably keep the depending on what else we're working on, I may keep the batch painting off stream. We'll see here. If I don't have anything else prepped, it's nice to have those stuff. Bring on here. Boost, is there anything you're working on? Have you also got some yellow? Sorry, it's baby with reels. I think they're probably helping, Panda. I try to send TikToks too. I just haven't been on TikTok as much. You're on day 71 of the sim. That's a lot of simming. Oh, so Sly got a ghost card day 3 and you haven't had one yet. That's pretty wild. Look at that RNG. The moment the baller rocks up and dumps dozens of packs on the counter. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Death Guard picked up Morty. I'm gonna start on Mortarian. Such a fun kit. I hope you enjoy. I've painted a couple Mortys and they're a good time. They're a 0.1% drop chance. Wow, Sly, you got real lucky. That's crazy. Sly's just like, day 2. Ghost pack. First pack. Ghost. Beer bag robbing Sly's store. No luck, pure skills. Skill issues, that's Sly. Amazing. Well, I'm glad you said something in chat so we could find your card for you. And make Scott really jealous. Game needs a multiplayer aspect, so I can come in and browse for an hour and not buy anything. Card shop's favorite customers, yep. I'm not doing the moth wings, it seems too hard. Yeah, you don't have to do the, obviously some people do some crazy free hands on them, but don't have to do that. Cool, but not necessary. Double win rate. Well, I will join you nerds soon. I'm excited to start it. I think I'm just looking for games where I can just like tinker around in something for a bit, which is kind of why Mechanicus was fun, because I got to like equip all my little tech priests and stuff. Whoa, it's louder than the other ones. I think that's why I'm liking it right now. But I feel like the card shop will be nice to kind of tinker with too for a bit. Fireforge, how you doing today? Gosh. Everything's loud. Doing good, just very busy. Hopefully all good busy. Good to see ya. We've been working on a little batch painting today. We've got a lot done on them though, so I can't complain too much. I'll definitely need a break here in just a little bit. She's something else today. Thank you, Chad. Any news on the Spider Demon Bushido army? My chat is very excited for the new Bushido stuff. If you guys want to check out some Bushido or some other games, make sure you check out our friend Fireforged over at Fireforge Minis. I need to finish my Shiho before I look at anything else, but the spooters are pretty cool. Nothing new, hoping for January release, but that's all hopes. I have no knowledge. Gotcha. I think that's sometimes the hard part when you're getting a new, like, into a new system, is learning, like, release schedules and stuff. When they normally release things or update things. It sounds like we got some time to tackle backlog before a new Bushido. I'll do a little bit more yellow, and then I'm gonna go get my food. I'm hungry. Food, workout, more yellow. I'm going to Gamma, though, with the head GCT guy, so I'll pick his brain in March. Nice. That'll be fun. Glad you get that time with them. I think it's the spiders and the undersea one that my chat is very excited about. Alright, let's do backpack. I'm trying so hard to push through this chat, sorry. Trying so hard to keep going here. I want the deep boxes myself, they're really cool. That'll be tempting. I need to play some more, but they are very cool. Okada keeps giving me like a camera update reminder right in the middle of my stream. I'll do it later. She said not doing it later. One day it's just gonna backfire. My camera's just gonna turn off in the middle of the stream. Ooh. Update you. I'm sorry, Panda. Thank you. Thank you for the bits and the reminder. I appreciate it. I need to. It's the cutie cam camera. But like it's fine. It doesn't need an update. They seem to disagree. I know, I'll do it. I'll do it. I try to do some of that like after stream on Wednesdays just so I'm up to date. Then I don't have to worry about it. Update's gonna burn. Thank you, Panda, so much for the bits. I appreciate it. Thank you for the support. Alright. Let's get in between leggies here. Let me do one more kind of spinaroo on this guy, and then I think we're good. Red Chilex? I think I get up top by his hood. And then, yeah, I'll take a little break here and get back to it this afternoon. What is everyone else up to today? It's always, yeah, always the inside of the legs that I miss or I put off. Whenever I do like final touches on minis, it's like the first place I check, make sure I got everything. It's because it's a pain. There we go. Alright, it's all set. Gotta do a bunch of work. Hello again, welcome back. I hope work going well. We have also done a lot of work. So here's where we're at with our 3 that are a little further along. I've got 3 more that have the base coats. I'll get them washed and caught up. And yeah, I'll keep cruising on them later today. Gotta go home and build, ooh, a pro acro rack. Very nice. Theme packing, avoiding work. Already checked out for vacation brain. Hey, Ezekiel, welcome in. Working on peanut cores from World Games. Very nice. We do Astro Granite for these boys, so I will do that at the very end and do them all together. Or at least like a couple units at a time. Yeah, they get Astro Granite. We'll do those. Max is doing pretty well. Did some job stuff, record some audio for sound engineers, help me correct setup for various voice things. Nice. I know getting all of that is important. Finished Vampire Masquerade character for Sunday's stream charity game I'm in. Nice. That's the texture paint. Yeah. So Astro Granite, there's two different ones. I think there's Astro Granite Debris and then just regular Astro Granite. So I think it's the finer texture one. But yeah, we're gonna wrap up here. I'm ready for lunch. We're at a good stopping point, so we will call these good for right now, and I'll come back to them this afternoon. So tomorrow we'll be back with video games. If you guys want to help me run a trading card game shop, we're gonna do that tomorrow. Crack open some like Pokemon packs. So we'll do bonus stream tomorrow. If you want to hang out in between streams, we have our Discord. Thank you, Panda, for the bits. I appreciate it. We have our Discord. We also have YouTube if you want to catch up on the other games that we've played. Ace Attorney's there, Dead Space, Space Marine 2, that's all there. And then my socials. I posted the Fire Prism yesterday. I think I'm going to try posting the Space Wolves this afternoon and see if... Let's do a little algorithm test. So you may see me later today on your socials. But thank you everyone for the support. I'm going to take a quick look to see if there's anyone we can raid over to. But thank you so much for the support, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.